Now let's crochet a small light yellow daisy with 5 petals. For the small daisy, we need light yellow yarn. We will also use this green yarn and the green yarn for the flower center. Let's start by crocheting the flower center with this light green yarn. For the first round of the flower center, crochet 5 single crochets. Here is another demo of single crochet. For a single crochet, bring the hook to the middle. Do not yarn over. Insert the hook into the stitch. Bring the yarn through with the hook. There are 2 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn through both loops. This is how to make a single crochet. Let's get back. Let's start by making a foundation chain. Use a 2mm crochet hook. Make a foundation chain like this, stretching your hand out. Then wrap the yarn around your hand. Wrap it around your index finger. Wrap it around the pad of your index finger. Then wrap it around your middle finger. Wrap it around your middle finger. Then press and hold it at the crossing point. Hold it tight. Now, the hook of the crochet hook should face down. With the hook facing down, insert the hook and pull out the yarn. Then turn the hook upwards as you pull the yarn. Turn the hook upwards and bring the yarn through. Then, wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through. This is a chain stitch. Here is another demo of chain stitch. Now I will demo how to crochet a chain stitch. Here, use a chain stitch as the foundation chain. First, make a chain stitch. A chain stitch is the foundation chain. If you are going to make single crochet, next, 1 chain stitch as the foundation chain is enough. If you need to make a half double crochet, you need to make 2 chain stitches as the foundation chain. For a double crochet, make 3 chain stitches. For a double crochet, foundation chain. Make 3 chain stitches as the foundation chain, and so on. The taller the stitch, the more chain stitches you need for the foundation chain. Three chain stitches are the foundation chain for a double crochet. A double crochet requires a yarn over. Insert the hook into the stitch and bring the yarn over. There are 3 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Then pull the yarn through the last 2 loops. A double crochet height requires 2 yarn overs. So you need to make 3 chain stitches as the foundation chain. Remove 3 chain stitches. Change to 2 chain stitches. This is the foundation chain for a half double crochet. For a half double crochet, yarn over. Insert the hook into the stitch. Bring the yarn out of the stitch. There are 3 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn through all 3 loops. Pull through all 3 loops at once. A half double crochet is shorter than a double crochet, but taller than a single crochet. So you need to make 2 chain stitches as the foundation chain. Now remove the loop and make a single crochet. A single crochet only needs 1 chain stitch as the foundation chain. Make 1 chain stitch. Let's get back. After making it, now crochet 5 single crochets. For single crochets, insert the hook into the magic ring. Keep the hook facing down. Press the yarn down and pull it through. Wrap the yarn around the hook. Pull the yarn through the hook. This is one single crochet. Now, use the first single crochet as a marker. This will help avoid stitching in the wrong place. Just like a small braid, use this stitch as a marker. Here is another demo of where to place a marker. When making single crochet, have double crochet and double crochet. They all form a V-shaped stitch when viewed from the side. The first stitch after the foundation chain is the first stitch of the round. If you can't find this stitch, place a marker after making the first stitch. Place a marker at the first stitch. Where to place the marker? Where to place the marker? The V-shaped stitch when viewed from the side. When crocheting, go through the entire V-shaped stitch. When placing the marker, also go through the entire V-shaped stitch. The V-shaped stitch when viewed from the side. Place the marker by going through the entire V-shaped stitch. Next time, use the first stitch. Insert at the marker position. This is how to find the first stitch and place a marker. You might wonder, after making the first stitch and forming the V-shape, there is actually another V-shape in front. Why is the first stitch the one with the marker, and not the previous V-shape? Before making the first single crochet, make a foundation chain first. The foundation chain is not counted in the total stitch count. The foundation chain and the slip stitch at the end of each round are not counted. At the end of each round, make a slip stitch. Then, for the second round, make a foundation chain. These two stitches are not counted. Start counting stitches from the first stitch after the foundation chain. So place the marker at the first stitch, and not at the V-shape from the slip stitch. Let's get back. Now, let's pull these two yarns to form a marker. Make the marker. Now, let's start with the second stitch. Turn it around, with the hook facing down. Insert the yarn. Press the yarn down and pull it through. Wrap the yarn around the hook. Pull the yarn through. This is the second stitch. Now, let's start with the third stitch. Insert the hook from the bottom and pull the yarn through. Crochet and pull the yarn through 3 times. Crochet 5 more stitches. Insert the hook from the bottom and pull the yarn through. Turn the hook and pull out for yarn loops. Then crochet 1 more stitch. That's 5 stitches. 5 single crochets. Once you finish crocheting, pull your hand out, then pull the yarn tight. Press this part with your hand. Tighten the yarn. Now, attach it to the first stitch. Make a slip stitch. When making a slip stitch, first, remove the stitch marker. Now insert the hook through both yarn ends. Pull the yarn through in one motion. This is the slip stitch. Here is another demo of split stitch. In this episode, we will learn how to make a slip stitch. Using the magic ring to start the piece. At the end of each round, make a slip stitch to join the last stitch to the first stitch. To connect the whole piece into a ring. After completing the stitch count for the first round. Now, let's make a slip stitch. First, find the first stitch of this round. The first stitch is marked with a stitch marker. This is the first stitch. To make a slip stitch, draw the loop to the middle of the hook. Use your right index finger to hold the loop. Insert the hook into the first stitch. Pass through the first stitch at the marked spot. When making a slip stitch, go through the V-shaped stitch. Penetrate the V-shaped stitch, bring the yarn with the hook. Pull the yarn out through the first stitch. After pulling out, there are 2 loops on the hook. Bring the second loop onto the hook. Pull it through the original loop on the hook. Tighten the loop by repeatedly pulling. The slip stitch is completed. Connect the last stitch to the first stitch to form a circle. This is a slip stitch. Let's get back. Now chain 1. Wrap the yarn around the hook. The first round is now finished. Now, let's start the second round. For the second round, insert the hook just below the slip stitch. Insert the hook here. Crochet 5 increase stitches. For each increase stitch, crochet 2 in 1 stitch. Here is another demo of increase. In this video, I will teach you how to make an increase in single crochet. An increase in single crochet means making 1 single crochet, then adding another single crochet. It means adding 1 single crochet on the current basis. Making 2 stitches in 1 stitch is called an increase in single crochet. So how do you make an increase in single crochet? Normally, you make 1 stitch in 1 stitch. This is the regular way of crocheting. For an increase, you make 2 stitches in 1 stitch. This is called an increase. Making 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. This is an increase in single crochet. If it is an increase in double crochet, it means making 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. An increase means making 2 stitches in 1 stitch. Changing 1 stitch into 2 stitches. This is called an increase. Let me demonstrate again. Make 1 stitch in 1 stitch. Enter the same stitch again and make another stitch. This is called an increase. Making 2 stitches in 1 stitch is called an increase. 1 stitch in 1 stitch. This is the regular way of crocheting. Now we are making single crochet. 1 stitch in 1 stitch. Making 2 stitches in 1 stitch is called an increase. Let's get back. For slip stitch, wrap the yarn like this. Make 1 stitch. This is a slip stitch. 2 slip stitches. 3 slip stitches. After finishing the slip stitches, cut the yarn here. Cut the green yarn from earlier. Tie the green yarn and the yellow yarn together. This will prevent it from coming undone. Don't tie too tightly on the first round. Tighten it on the second round. The first round needs not too tight. Tighten on the second round. If the first round is too tight, it will distort. Tighten on the second round. Then, continue with the third round. Cut the yarn. Cut the yarn. Cut off the excess yarn. After cutting, use glue to secure the yarn end. This will prevent the yarn from unraveling. Once the yarn end is secured, turn the flower center inside out. This side is the front. Now, continue with the 3 chain stitches from earlier. Now, crochet 2 treble crochet stitches. A treble crochet involves wrapping the yarn around the hook twice. Wrap the yarn from below upwards. Wrap again. After wrapping twice, insert the hook into the stitch. Insert the hook into the stitch again. Once inserted, pull the yarn through. Pull the yarn through. Wrap the yarn from below to above. This is the 2-loop pull-out. Pull out 2 loops, pull out another 2 loops. Then, pull out 2 more loops. This is the treble crochet. Now we have crocheted 1 treble crochet. Now crochet another treble crochet. Crochet another treble crochet in the same stitch. Now, 1 round is done. Wrap twice. Then, insert the hook into the same stitch. Crochet, treble crochet. Pull the yarn through. Wrap the yarn and pull out 2 loops. Pull out 2 loops. Then, pull out another 2 loops. Crochet 2 treble crochet stitches in the same stitch. Then move to the next stitch. Continue crocheting 2 treble crochet stitches in the next stitch. Wrap twice. Then move to the next stitch. Crochet 2 treble crochet stitches in the next stitch. Pull the yarn. Wrap the yarn from below to above. Pull out 2 loops. Pull out 2 loops. Continue pulling out 2 loops. Finally, make 1 last stitch. 1 double crochet, then crochet another 1. 1 round. 2 rounds. Insert. Pull the yarn. Pull out 2 loops. Then, pull out 2 loops again. Now, once you finish the 2 treble crochets in these stitches, once finished, crochet 3 chain stitches on this base. Chain stitch 1, 2, 3. Then, make a slip stitch to the next stitch. Once inserted, pull the yarn. Pull it through and bring it out. Pull all the yarn through. Crochet this last stitch, then chain 1. Next, make 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then, crochet 2 treble crochets into the same stitch. Crochet the petals. 1, 2. Pull the yarn. Pull out 2 loops. Then crochet another treble crochet. Crochet 2 treble crochets into the same stitch. Pull out 2 loops. 1 round, 2 rounds. Then, move to the next stitch. Crochet 2 treble crochets in the next stitch. Then, crochet 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. Once the chain stitches are made, do a slip stitch to the next stitch and pull the yarn. Push from below, pull the yarn through all at once. Then, chain 1. After chaining 1, crochet 2 treble crochets into the same stitch. Then, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Crochet 2 treble crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2, making 2 loops. One, 2, 3. Wrap twice. We're on the 5th petal now. For the 5th petal, when making the slip stitch, make the slip stitch at the same position as the first stitch. Pull the yarn through. Pull it through again. Then chain 1. Turn it over. Then chain 1. After chaining 1, cut the yarn. Adjust the flower that was crocheted earlier. Make further adjustments. Now, the 5-petal daisy is finished. Next, begin crocheting the flower stem. Once the flower stem is finished, attach it to the flower. Then, turn the flower over. Also, turn the flower stem over. Hide the yarn end. After hiding it, cut the yarn end. After cutting the yarn, apply some glue to it to prevent the yarn end from coming undone. Turn it around. Bring the yarn over. Tie these 2 yarns together. Don't tie too tightly on the first round. To avoid distortion, tighten on the second round. Then, make one more round. Cut the yarn end. Apply some glue to the exposed yarn end. You can also apply a little glue to the flower center. This will make it more secure. Then, glue the yarn end exposed in the flower center. Now the daisy is fully assembled.